If you do a little bit of research, you can get that 10% on the road. My tire's gonna go.
Explaining to you, you were telling me about your experience you had with Uber.
Same thing what they have said in the beginning of the call, regardless of you told. So I rang the support team. They spent begging literally, like I didn't go work. I was worried like what's gonna happen. Is your system problem? Yeah, we fixed it. I said again when after speaking to him, then I wrote in the village whatever the problem is, and you have to agree the terms and conditions. Yes, it's all after this all happened already online, and they might have made a complaint, and then everybody's
Radio face.
Yes.
Yeah, like yeah.
I only
what's stopping them from doing that?
I know they are.
Why aren't you doing it? I just want to hear their own opinion.
Yeah.
Saying that like you're driving with a bus tire and stuff.
That is and the next minute I've seen my account is deactivated. Okay, I'll do that then. So I took the picture of the tire, and you only randomly check sometime if it's a low pressure.
What man is that?
A vehicle specialist
The vehicle specialist indicating green people. So when the low pressure is on, it's kind of like she would call it.
Make any conversation. I didn't make any conversation. Maybe
how to run taxi business. I always say taxi business is not like any other vacant sense. I need you to be there. It's just like
I'm just waiting just to get over and done. He spoke to the lady, and she, through the app. Through the willing any random person sitting in my car, bit of story, and then you activate the account. We're sorry to hear that.
Guys are complaining about you, but you didn't keep a lock and you didn't act on it.
We were like 16, 17 year old, and it was really
anybody who got in,
so I said
experience that.
I told her that I have 3 daughters, and I would
kind of like I'm a perspective of a parent.
Yeah, so I have a 0% rapist fault, but at least you agree there's 1% you.
Who wants to do bad?
This is
exactly. I know where you're coming from. It's not like me. You have crazy things. I always tell that to some of my friends who tell it to me, man. I talk to people. You can sleep with a prostitute. Do you know what I mean? You can sleep with you because. Good morning, people. Today is Monday, the 28th of January, 2020, and it's just 02:52 hours. Yesterday, which was the 19th of January. 2020, I decided to go out around about 7 o'clock in the evening, 1900 hours, just to go and kind of like interview some of the drivers as well about the Uber Pro. Yeah, because I'm thinking, why is Uber bringing the surge and drivers are not having jobs? I'm thinking, let me relate it to something. Let me go and do the Uber Pro, interview, and find out, the drivers kind of like points and or how do they perceive the Uber Pro. But whilst I was doing this interview, I came across a driver. Yeah, man, and he had so much to say, man. After he answered my question about the Uber Pro, this man has so much to say, people. And it breaks my heart, man, again. It just, the more I interview drivers, the more I kind of know how evil Uber is. The more I kind of know how Uber haven't got our intention as drivers at heart, the more I know how abusive Uber is, the more I know how incompetent the people running Uber are, and the more I get to know that Uber don't know anything about private hire logistics, and the more I get to know about Uber's refusal to acknowledge that they need help in order to run the business because it's falling apart. And the more I get to know that Uber have some inherent risk and some systemic risk in the business, people, it breaks my heart, man. That's why I have to bring this video today, because I don't normally bring videos, consecutive videos on 2 days. I don't do that. I normally bring videos probably once every 2 days, but I have to bring this one today because it hurts me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to allow myself to be depressed, because I know if you're fighting for what's right, it hurts and it's disturbing. I'm not going to allow that to happen to me, man, because I know the driver's interest is what I've got at heart. And people, without saying much, I will let you listen to this driver, what he has to say, and I'll get you on the other side, people. Till I get you on the other side, man, this is Rizki-Produkt. Taking all the risk and bringing you the product. Yes, people, today I'm just kind of like asking drivers about the Uber Pro and stuff, and I'm just sat in the driver's car right now. Yes, my brother, how are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You good Uber driver?
Yes.
You had a great day? Yeah, let's start with Uber Pro, bro. What do you think about Uber Pro?
Uber Pro is just a drama.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a dopey drama.
Hello, driver. So you're not honoring it anyway.
Sorry?
You're not honoring the Uber Pro. You don't kind of like honor it. You're not chasing it.
No.
To be a professional.
No, that's just mischieving, to be honest. The discount they're offering, you can get that anyway. If you go online, you can, if you do a little bit of research, you can get that 10% discount online anyway. And they're giving you the AA cover and this cover, RAC cover. You get that from the bank, free with your insurance free anyway. And fuel cost, okay, they're giving a discount on the fuel cost, but you have to drive so much, so you automatically your consumption a lot of fuel, so you're basically you're not even equaling up. You're just obviously end up getting more fuel, and then they're giving you 10% discount on this when you are driving. Like for example, I have a job. I'm standing on a Bars Road. I maybe get a job for a Brayhead, which is 4-5 miles away from here.
That's crazy.
And that was a 1 mile job for £2. So if I'm gonna drive a lot, I'm gonna spend. My car is going to get more, used on the road. My tire's going to go, my fuel is going to go, my engine's going to go. And then after all this, and they're offering a 10% discount. See, if I go to the garage, if I talk to him, then I can get maybe a little. He gave me 10% discount anyway. Say, oh, you're a taxi driver. Okay, I'll just, reduce the
so
little
you can
bit
come
price.
back another time.
I go... car wash, they give me a 10% discount because I'm a taxi driver. They're not doing anything, big deal, but in fact, they are actually benefiting themselves. They're making drivers to work like donkeys, go everywhere, everywhere, miles and miles away, and then make £2, £3.
Yeah, man.
So,
for less, they're making drivers run at a loss.
Yes,
they're making drivers. And the most interesting thing, brother, that's why I sat in your car right now. You were telling me about your experience you had with Uber. Did you wanna let the people hear what your experiences were with Uber? Yeah, man.
See,
in every sense of the word.
If the system is working right, when it's going, then it's fine. If anything happens, and they have support, right? Uber support, but you don't get support, right? At all. Like the people, first of all, sitting on the call center, they don't know English, right? They can't speak English. They don't understand you. Maybe they do understand, but they don't want to, they don't want to listen to you. Hearing and listening is different thing. They just hear you and they answer back the same thing what they have said in the beginning of the call, regardless of you told them the whole situation, 10-15 minutes, you explain them, and then they come out with the same answer what they have said in the beginning. So they totally ignore your circumstances.
That's right.
What I would definitely share with everybody what happened to me. Weekend, I was going to start my work. I didn't work the weekdays. I was like, busy with different things. So I thought, you know what, I need to work hard now. So I was getting ready got my car washed, get clean, mini wallet, and then I jumped in a car, pressed online button, and it's gave me a message to say, oh, you cannot online, your vehicle is not eligible in the city.
Really?
Yeah. I said, what the hell? So I rang the support team. They spent about an hour time, and they said, oh, we don't know what's wrong, and we will refer it to the special team, and they will get back to you. I said, when? We don't know. Well, as soon as. Maybe in 2 hours. I phoned again in 2 hours. Sorry, we cannot do anything. We will, you have to wait for the special team. I said, how long? We don't know, but maybe in 2 hours, maybe in 24 hours. I said, you changed now.
That's crazy.
So I phoned again. I was so desperate to go work.
Yeah, right? man.
So I've got 5 kids, right? And this is my bread and butter.
Right, man.
So, and I rang them up again. And they said, and I start, begging literally, like, let me go work. And they said, and as I said in the beginning, no matter what you say, I explain them. I have five kids, and I've got, like, obviously, if I don't work, I have no money, no food to bring for my family, and this is my situation. And their answer was, as we explained, you have to wait for the special.
Really?
That's what they said.
They didn't put your circumstance into...
No, not at all. I literally was crying. I was like...
That's insensitive.
Yes. So I said, are you really human, or am I talking to a computer? Because I told you my life story, my situation.
And you've done nothing wrong. You don't even know what you've done.
So, and they said, we don't know what's wrong with you, but only special team can do. I said, when they phoned me, they said, we don't know. Right. Next day morning. And all night I didn't sleep. I didn't go work. I was worried, like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
So, next day morning, I rang again. Sorry, we can't do nothing. You have to wait for a special team. I ring again Saturday afternoon now. Friday's gone. Saturday I phone again. Same answer. I got sick of it. I was frustrated.
Yeah, man.
I was pulling my hair.
Yeah, man.
So what happened is Saturday gone. Sunday's gone.
Really?
Yeah. Monday somebody rang me.
So you lost the weekend?
Yes. Whole weekend. Monday somebody rang me. We resolved your problem. I said, it wasn't my problem. What did you do? We fixed the issue. I said, listen, it wasn't anything from my side. No. Nothing from your side. It's just a system I said, so do you agree that it's your system problem? Yeah, we fixed it. I said, so who's going to compensate me? Sorry, we don't compensate.
Really?
Yes. I said, so you're telling me that your system has made me in the position of having no money for this week, and I'm not going to have a food for my family, and I've got 5 kids, and you're saying you're not going to do anything. He goes, yes, we're not going to do anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you take a name?
No, I didn't take a
name. You should have taken a name.
But I have whole conversation. I have written messages. Then I, wrote the whole thing. And they reply back to say, we don't compensate.
You see, when I'm talking to Uber, I got a second phone that I'm recording with. You see, when you get 2 phones, get the audio, get the voice recording.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I have a written.
Yeah.
I have a written from one of. When I wrote everything again, after speaking to him, then I wrote in Uber support and in the app, and I told them, like, you made me to lose the whole weekend, and I don't have any money for the next week to feed my family and blah. And I had the same answer. We do not compensate. Basically, they said, yes, we did it. We fucked you. And then we admit that we made the mistake, but you fuck off.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah, that's what it means, yeah, man. There's nothing you can do.
I said, you call us partners. You call us Uber partner.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of partners we are?
We're not partners. I've said that we're stakeholders, but we're not partners.
So I said, you made a mistake. Your system, the problem was in your system. There was anything required from my side. There's a system glitch, whatever the problem is, and you're not taking a responsibility. They said no. They were one word, bluntly no.
That's an inherent risk. I call that an inherent risk. Yeah.
So I said, do you not feel for my family? I've to explain you that this is my daily bread and butter, and if I make money weekly and then I get paid, then I bring food home for my family. And they said no. I said, what happened? Tuesday, back to the same problem again.
So your system fucks you up again.
Fucks up again.
Really?
Yep. And then I phoned up, and then they fix it on Wednesday. So Tuesday gone again. Monday I worked. The Tuesday gone again. They fixed on Wednesday. So and then Thursday I had a message before to go online. I have to agree the terms and condition. Very next day after when I say, and I said to them, I'm busy. I've got kids. I don't have a time. I said, listen, I'm going to go to the legal, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Obviously, I didn't have a time to do all this. Yeah. Right. And the next day, you're not going to believe, I had to agree the statement that regardless of their system problem, and they will...
You're not going to take any action?
Yes. Yeah.
Really? Before they let you on?
Yeah.
So they bullied you?
Yes. So basically, I have to agree the terms and condition they have before to go online. That they might have some system issue, they might have some network issues, but they will not compensate in any circumstances, they will not be responsible.
After it has happened already.
Yes, it's all after this all happened already.
So which means that's wrong.
Yeah. So they made me.
They know you could have requested for compensation.
Yes, and they made me to I think I asked few drivers, they had that as well. So everybody's got that.
This is a new contract.
Yes.
It's a new agreement. I'm not saying contract, an agreement.
Yeah, they might. They basically, I asked a few more friends if they've got that on the screen, and they said they might. I think they had to do it as well. I can't remember.
Well, around about the same time you did that, or earlier?
No, round about same time.
Yeah.
Very next day, everybody has to agree the terms and condition before they go online, because their system was fucking up, and then people maybe a few other people has made complaint like why their system is not letting them go online, and they might have made a complaint, and everybody's getting frustrated, and then basically they bullied everybody, as you said, like, okay, you cannot go online until you agree to this.
My brother, it's a typical scenario of an entity that doesn't care about the people that are working with it.
We are just a number for, because they have so many drivers.
No,
right?
but regardless, I've said even you see, there's a video I've done as well. There are companies that came before Uber, and they were complacent. They didn't take care of the human capital. They think I'm so powerful, I can do whatever I want.
But the thing is, right, when I was working with other companies, they were looking after the drivers, because they're thinking if the driver make money, they were trying every best for the drivers to make money on the road, so that they can pay their
radio fees.
Yes.
Yeah, network.
And then they were helping out if anything got trouble from if we are got any problem with the council or anything, they were helping out the drivers.
That's true. Network used to do that a lot. I used to work with Network. They used to do that a lot as well.
So but Uber doesn't know me, whom I am, right? I'm just a money making. I'm just a donkey for them.
I've said that, man. The only thing Uber's interested is the people cashing into the bank account.
Yes.
They're not interested in any of us.
Yeah.
My brother, I feel your pain, man. It's heartfelt as well.
The only thing is, like, after all this, I'm still sticking with Uber is only one reason, because I go to uni. I'm going to uni since like 2015, and this is my last year. I'm doing masters now, and
good luck with that, man.
Thank you. I cannot work with any other company because I only pay the fixed amount. Sometimes I have assignment, I have exams, and I can't go work, and I cannot afford to pay if I'm not going. And this is why there's the benefit of, if I'm not going, I'm not paying anything. This is the only reason I have to stick up with Uber.
This is what I say. This is why the other private hire companies are letting down themselves.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Time you're going on, you're sick, you cannot go work, sometimes, but you still have to pay, a fixed amount. Or sometimes it's very quiet week, and you still have to, pay the way in, and so that's a pain in the arse.
And sorry as well, brother, you were telling me something as well about an experience you have with an Uber and a rider as well, which ended them in deactivating your account as well for a while.
Yeah.
Do you mind explaining that as well? The incident you have about, with the rider calling Uber saying that, like, you're driving with a bus tire and stuff.
That is a funny one. That is funny and frustrating at the both same time. This is a BMW I drive, and I had a message like alert, like low pressure. So I bring that up on the screen to see which tire and how much, so I can, I say that higher, like, I can either ask her to, cannot continue, or if there's enough air, then I can just drop her off. So she came in and there was enough air. It was just low, but enough to, drive. So I still kept that on a screen, and I drove. And then after the journey, it was 3-4 mile journey, and I went to the tire shop to fill, the garage to fill it up. And the next minute I've seen my account is deactivated. And I got a message to call the support team, and I called them. They said, oh, the rider left a feedback that you have a burst tire. I said it wasn't burst, it's just a low pressure. And the reason no, it wasn't. She said something wrong with
and can you show us that's the kind of car this driver has got? You can see that's the kind of car the driver's got. If he's got a low pressure tire, you could see it will indicate on the screen, on the ID, and the information.
So it was orange. This one was orange. It was a red. You could see really that low. It was orange,
So this car is really sophisticated, guys. It's a really great car. So listen to whatever he has to say. Yeah. So yeah.
And I said to them, he goes, no, we cannot activate the account until you know, show us the pictures that is fixed. I said, oh, well, okay, I'll do that then. So I took the picture of the tire, I took the picture of the screen and uploaded, and it's been an hour. My account was not activated. I waited and I phoned them up. They said, oh, somebody's looking into it, and then it'll be open. Then it was been 2 hours. Then I phoned them again, and then he actually transferred me to the special. He goes, I'll transfer your call to the special team. I said, okay. And then the lady was speaking to, I said, oh, okay, I got the pictures and I'm satisfied. I will, you know, activate your account. I said, before you go, can I ask you a question? She goes, yeah. I said, how can you just deactivate my account for low pressure? How can it be like, there's so many people driving with the low pressure air and they don't even know because they don't have this
sensor, man.
Sensors. You only randomly check sometime if it's a low pressure. Forget customer. I wouldn't even know if I low pressure tire. So that's not dangerous. Yeah, it can just, you know, be a more fuel consumption. But how can you just deactivate my account? She goes, yeah. I said, she goes, this, we have to follow the procedure. We have to make sure the customers. I said, why would I drive? It's not even a burst tire or something. That's even dangerous for me. Forget for the tire.
Yeah.
I need to protect myself and my car as well. So I'm a driver, professional driver, not just a private driver. I've been driving this taxi for 7 years. So I know how to protect myself, my car. So why would you deactivate my car for just a silly thing, low pressure? And I said, do you drive? She goes, no, I don't.
Really?
I said,
and what department is that?
A vehicle specialist team.
The vehicle specialist team,
yeah,
don't drive.
I said, you don't drive? She said, no, I don't drive. So how would you know what's dangerous and what's not dangerous then? How can you just make your judgment?
It's like a mechanic who cannot drive.
Yeah. So they made me 2 hours, but because of this low pressure air.
Really?
In my tire. And a customer seen on the screen.
Your screen, that screen here we're looking at now.
She was sitting on the front.
You can see the tires are green, they're indicating green, people. So when the low pressure is on, it's kind of like, show what color? The orange color, yeah? It shows an orange color.
Orange or red color.
And if it's really red, it's really low.
Yeah, it was orange and I just continued.
I'm sure all our drivers could understand this, yeah.
So, and then she was a moody person. I don't know why. She just went and complained because I was really tired. I was going to go home anyway. It was end of my shift, and I didn't make any conversation. She didn't make any conversation. I didn't make any conversation. Maybe somehow she just made a complaint. She just wanted to make a complaint. She made a complaint.
This just brings me back to the videos I've made as well, which I stated like Uber is incompetent about running this business. It's like a driver sitting in the driver's chair, in the driver's seat, and cannot drive a car.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to involve yourself in so many accidents. You're going to kill people, you know, because you don't know how to drive. And that's what it is. Uber is sitting on the driver's seat right now, but they don't know how to run the business.
Yeah.
People don't know. They don't know how to run taxi business. I always say taxi business is not like any other business. It's a specialist business where people deal with logistics and moving people. And you have to know the people, what they want and how they feel at what particular time they need that. But they don't. And the incompetence of the support team as well, I've stated that as well. They're very incompetent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, when the regulators, when the lawmakers said Uber, you have to get a support center for your drivers and for the riders, so that you can take in complaints. So Uber just putting people at random and just chucking people in there just to fill in that vacant center. I need you to be there. You know, it's just like filling a room with people just to say that I've had a room of people, but they don't know what they're there for. They don't know what they do. And I've got a video on that as well. You'll see a lot of videos on that. And there's one I've recorded me and them directly talking as well. You can hear me and them. And me trying to reiterate their incompetence as well. You know, I'm sorry, my brother, man. Your story is kind of like, it's kind of one of those stories I think a lot of drivers should have to learn from, man. And it's heartbreaking, man. And
I'm just waiting, just to get over and done with my studies, get a degree, and get rid of the job. To be honest,
it's frustrating now.
It's very
when
frustrating.
Uber just started, it was great, right?
Yeah, when it started, it was fun.
Let's go back 3 years ago with Uber.
Yeah.
Let's go back 3 years. What would you say?
It was fun, right? You know what? I went to after this incident when they didn't let me work on for the weekend, and because I went to the hub. And I directly spoke to the lady, and when I was speaking to her, she was taking notes and she was writing, and she said, I've emailed somebody on top, and hopefully I hear back something positive. And I went again, and they said, sorry, I've not heard anything back. I went again, sorry, I have not heard anything back. And then I stopped going. So even though I contacted the support team, then I, through the app, through the phone, went to the hub, nobody, and I was crying that I have a family to feed. I have a family to feed. You made me to out of work, and they have done nothing, fuck all about it.
My brother, your story.
I was just like heavily gutted. And what they do, they hear customer story, right? One more thing, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Like any random person sitting in my car, and they hear one side story, deactivate the account, and then I said, why don't you do investigate? They said, why don't you just send us a message to contact you? If we don't contact you within a time frame, yes, then you can deactivate the account for our area.
That's a control mechanism they could use,
So I said, you make us suffer first, you punish us first, you deactivate our account, and then then you listen to our side of story, and then you activate the account. We're sorry to hear that, but what about the time that we have wasted, that you have deactivated our
exactly,
account?
and the frustration.
Yeah. So they hear one side story, right? The customer says something, and they just straight away account deactivated.
That's a hypocrite, because they want to show the government that they're doing something. Because remember, that's one of their problems in London.
Yeah.
When the Transport for London came and said there's so many complaints that riders are complaining about you, but you didn't keep a log and you didn't act on it. So now, instead of for them to please the authorities, they're making drivers suffer, and I think it's terrible.
I had a customer, I didn't even see her face, right? She was sitting right behind me. I don't even know how it was. She was old, she was young. I didn't see her at all. So I was driving, and then suddenly there was a very young lady start crossing in front of us, and they were wearing very tiny clothes. Like very, very tiny clothes. And then just like bikinis type. And they were like 16, 17-year-old. And it was really cold. And she started talking. She said, oh my God, I think they're going to get pneumonia or something. I said, well, forget pneumonia. They can be, victim of,
rape.
Yeah. So at least they should have. So we start having a conversation of, I said to her, like, listen, I have we drive a taxi, and the girls sit in a car, and they're drunk, then they offer you, sex in return of money.
That's true. Anybody who got
I said,
experienced that.
I said, I have 3 daughters, right? I would never do that. Because they're drunk, they don't know what they're talking about, and because they're drunk, and I would never take advantage. But somebody who doesn't have this feeling, then the girls maybe become a victim. So I said, she said, this doesn't matter what you wear, maybe the girl's walking naked, she should be safe. I said, but some responsibility, little bit, maybe parents' responsibility, and like what you're wearing, you're presenting yourself, little bit of responsibility.
Absolutely, prevention is better than cure.
I said, I said, yes, community should be safe, but who makes the community is us. People makes the community, so everybody should play their part for the. So what she did, she made a complaint, and she said I was giving her a hint.
Really?
Yeah. So they deactivated my account, and as I said, I didn't even look at her, how she looks. I told her that I have 3 daughters, and I would never do this to anyone. Well, just a conversation started, so I went in a conversation. So it was very sensitive matter, and they deactivated my account, and I. So next day, they said we're looking into it, and it's a sense because the feedback she has given, I was giving her a hint of because I said somebody offered us sex in a taxi, and then they looked in my account, they checked my whole history, like I'm a chatty guy, I'm friendly guy, I'm chatty guy, nice guy. So I had loads of 5 stars.
Yeah, the reviews and stuff, yeah.
So it's been 3 years, nobody ever have a problem with me. And then they said, we looked at your history, and then it does look like you're just having a conversation, but next time just avoid to go into debate. And I said, yeah, that's understandable.
But sometimes if the rider start the conversation,
Yeah.
and you,
That's what
and they said they, you know, the Uber experience, they call it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We they think the riders should have a safe and an enjoyable journey.
Yeah.
You know, so how are you gonna offer the Uber experience
Yeah.
if you don't have a conversation with someone?
Yeah.
If they start a conversation and you keep quiet, that's rude.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. So that's what I did, and we went into. I said listen, we just went. I went into the flow of, you know, went into the debate. I didn't really want to go into the debate, and I'm sorry if you didn't like anything what I said, but she still went and she made a complaint. So because I said everybody should take a responsibility. The girls should take responsibility what they're wearing, and what she was saying doesn't matter what they.
No, but that's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth. You know, as a parent,
Yeah.
you're talking from a perspective of a parent.
Yeah. So
You know,
I have a daughter. I should know where my daughter is.
yeah, exactly. You're talking from a perspective of a parent.
Yeah.
If your daughter wears something skimpy and walking on the road, you'll say, "Hey, that's not right."
Yeah.
You know,
So that's what I was
you're
saying.
inviting something. You know,
But she didn't like
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I know people are free; they can walk naked. But hey, if a woman walks naked right now in the streets,
Yeah.
the police are gonna arrest her for public nuisance.
Yeah.
If a woman walks here with a bikini right now, the police, you don't see people walking in bikini like Sweden
Yeah.
or in Germany because it's public nuisance.
Yeah.
The law doesn't allow that.
Yeah.
You know, so why should the law allow that? I think sometimes people kind of like, they just have their own issues.
Yeah.
And they want to transfer it to the driver.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably what
She
you
said, you doesn't matter. I said, maybe 99% rapist fault. But at least you agree there's a 1% the girl's fault.
Exactly.
You're offering somebody the sex, and you're saying this man should be is a plastic man. He's a human as well. So he can be, you know, his mind can be. I said if our brain it just acts on what he sees.
Exactly,
What he sees.
exactly.
It's that if I'm standing in the middle of the road, my eyes see the car coming, my brain
You
give
say
a
run.
command to my legs
Yeah,
to run.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I see a naked woman going into signal to my brain, what they're gonna say?
But you know, you got kids. You might not be think like, you might not
Yeah.
even think
That's-
like that.
yeah.
But somebody, a bad
Yes.
person.
Yes.
You're talking from an angle. Say if a bad person sees that.
Yes.
Somebody
That-
who's
this is
in
exactly
somebody
what I
who
said.
wants to do bad.
This is
I
exactly.
know where you're coming from. It's
Yeah.
not like me, I've seen it, so I'm tempted to do that.
Yes.
It's like there's a lot of bad people walking down the street.
Yes.
If they see that in a dark alley,
Yes.
they're gonna start thinking that's my opportunity.
Yes.
Do you know how many people? That's the way they got their own issues.
I have in the taxi so many times the girl offered me like, oh, I don't have money, blah blah blah. I said, listen, I don't want the money.
Yeah, when you walk with other network and Hamden and this, you have that. You have that now and again.
Yeah.
Me, you have crazy things. I always
Yeah.
tell that to some of my friends who started the job. I said, you're gonna have your day.
And this is another reason I work for Uber.
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen in the
Yeah, man, because you're always gonna get paid.
Yes, because they offer sex in return of money. You don't have to, face this scenario, and this you don't have to be.
I tell you, but I mean, I've had it in an Uber. I've had it in an Uber car.
Did you?
Yeah,
Like no,
I had it twice.
I didn't have it.
I had it twice in an Uber car. Twice.
They,
Twice. Because me, I'm very chatty like you as well.
Yeah.
I talk a lot. It's number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Conversation is number one to me, man. I talk to people. Yeah, I'm a very good person with people. And because I'm good with people, especially ladies, a lot of them will offer that. Because I always say, when they go out on a night out,
yeah.
and they didn't get anybody,
Yeah.
and they jump in the car,
Yeah.
and you were the last person they see, yeah?
Yeah.
And they had an intention,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
driving them home. But me, I always say one thing, man. This is not why I'm on the road. I'm on the road because I know my license. My livelihood is on my license.
Yeah.
If I want to have sex with anyone, I have a wife anyway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if I didn't have a wife, I'd rather go and sleep with a prostitute.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Than sleep with you because they can lie to the council and said you were touching them or you were doing this, you were doing that.
Yeah.
And it's not true. So now it's your word against their word, and the council is gonna believe them.
Yes, council is gonna believe them.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told that someone, avoid it.
Yeah.
Avoid it. Some of them are bad. They just bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're gonna kill your business.
Yeah.
Avoid it. If you need to sleep with anyone, go and look for a prostitute even and pay them the money, or go to a stripper night. Go to a stripper. Go to Diamond Dolls. My brother, it's been a blessing talking to you,
Yeah,
man.
same here,
And
bro,
it's
same
been
here.
amazing sharing your experience, bruv. Yeah, man, this is not what I came for. We came to talk about the Uber Pro, but these guys have spoken his heart out, people. You know what I mean? And I'm really happy to have listened to him as well. And I hope we take a page from his experience as well and learn from his experiences, people. This is what you see and this is what you hear when you talk to drivers, man. A lot of drivers are sitting down. They want to talk to people. They can't talk to people. They want to send a message to Uber, but they can send a message to Uber. And I hope Uber do watches this and listen to this, man. Till I come your way again, this is Rizki-Produkt, people. Stay blessed and peace out. Yes, people, welcome on to the other side. Now that you watch the video, what would you think of a company like Uber having a working force that are independent of the entity? Watching this video over and over again makes me know that Uber is almost at the verge of failure. Because any business that's being run in this way, because trust me, I don't think the people above know, because they have a responsibility to set the direction of the business. Those are the directors. You set the direction of the business and the managers would implement that direction of the business. And I don't think they know. They don't know. And if you don't know what's happening, you cannot set any direction. And for that being the case, it's going to fail. And this is the inherent risk due to the complexity of Uber's system. That's what it is, people. And it's disturbing. You know, anything I'm going to say here, people, I've said it before, man. I'm not going to waste too much time, ranting and saying things. And you've heard the driver. Now you have to make up your minds, man, what you think about Uber. Till I come your way on the other side, this is Rizki-Produkt. And peace out. With Uber.
Same thing what they have said in the beginning of the call, regardless of you told. So I rang the support team. They spent begging literally, like I didn't go work. I was worried, like what's gonna happen? It's your system problem. Yeah, we fixed it. I said so again, when after speaking to him, then I wrote in the glitch, whatever the problem is, and you have to agree the terms and conditions. Yes, it's all after this all happened already online, and they might have made a complaint, and every